explanation based learning. Okay, explanation based learning method. Simply we will call this one as EBL method. Okay, explanation based learning. So explanation based learning is nothing but, so in the inductive learning what we told, so we will give the data to the system and then it will give some rules and then it will predict the future. That is the one we told. Okay, that means we will provide some examples to the system and then the system will learn the pattern and then it will derive some rules and then it will predict the new situation. That is the inductive. And then in the explanation what we will do is, along with this data related to the play tennis, okay, along with the data related to the play tennis, we will give the prior knowledge. Okay, prior knowledge is nothing but we will give the facts. Okay, that is nothing but declarative knowledge also we will give to the system. Okay, in the EBL system what we will do, we will give the fact, we will give the data. Okay, but in the inductive only we will give this, we won't give this. Okay, in the explanation we will give both this one, that is nothing but prior knowledge is nothing but facts and then example is nothing but data. Okay, so that the computer will understand why this example, okay, nothing but how this example will influenced by facts. Okay, how this example will influenced by these facts, like a way it will learn, it will provide some reason and then from that reason it will generate other rules, it will generate the rules. So in the previous inductive learning it won't create any reasoning. Okay, simply it will generate the rules. But in this specific time, so since we are having the fact also, so that it will compare with the fact, it will give some reasons and then based upon this reason it will create the pattern. Okay, and then this rules will helpful for classifying the new things. So in this one, see this how it will works. So first thing is we have to provide prior knowledge to the system. Okay, that is nothing but we have to give some background information, that is nothing but we have to provide the facts to the system. And then the next step is we have to provide the example. Okay, that is nothing but we have to provide the data related to the only that concept. If you are giving, sorry, if you are giving the play tennis data means it will, we have to give examples related to that only. Okay, if it is a medical related means we have to provide only medical related. Okay, and then next once after we stored the prior knowledge and then the data, we had to, it, sorry, the system will go to the explanation phase. So in the explanation phase the system will explain to us, okay, why this example, why this data is like this. Okay, because this one, because of these facts the data is like this, it will give some explanation to us. Okay, and then next thing is generalization phase. Okay, so once after it provided the reasoning, it will extract the rules now. Okay, the same rules, if then rules and then logical rules, it will extract the rules. And then once after it extracted the rules, we will go for the application. That is nothing but here we will test whether the rules is working fine or not. If it is not working fine, again we will modify this one. Okay, again we will store the new facts, again we will collect the new information and then again it will give the new reasons and then again it will create the new rules. Okay, this is the flow and then we will test the rules. Now see this example, you will get few more idea about this one. Now see this example. Now we need to decide whether the boiled milk is safe for drinking or not. Okay, we need to decide that one. Okay, is it clear? So our aim is we have to decide boiled milk is safe to drink or not. So what is the first step in the explanation based learning? First we need to store the facts, that is nothing but prior knowledge. We need to store the prior knowledge. So these are the facts. Okay, so we are storing boiling kills germs. Okay, this is one of the fact we are storing. And then the next information we are storing is water is unsafe if it has the germs. Okay, this is the facts, we cannot change these things. And then the third fact we are storing is germ free water is safe to drink. Okay, these are the facts we are storing. This is the first step. But in the inductive learning, we are not stored these things. Simply we give the data, that's it. But in this explanation based, we are giving the facts here. Okay, and then the next one is example. Now we are giving the data to the system. Boiled water is safe to drink. This is the example, this is the data we are given. Okay, and then the system will give the explanation now. Okay, why this example gave. Now see this one. Now, boiled water. What is the fact here? Boiled kills germs. That is nothing but boiled water has no germs. So here boiling kills germs means the water, boiled water also no germs because it was killed already. Okay. That is the one explanation it was given. So therefore, and then one more fact we are having, that is, since there is no germs, there no germs, it is safe to drink, so therefore it is safe. So for this example it gave the reason as, so it was compared with the facts. Okay, so that it was gave the some reason, since boiled water has no germs because it was already killed, so that it is a germ free. Okay, if the water is germ free, the water is safe to drink, so that there is, therefore it is a safe. Okay, it created some explanation reason, and then based upon this explanation it will create some rule. Okay, that rule is, if any liquid is boiled, if any liquid is boiled, not only water. Okay, if any liquid is boiled, it becomes safe to drink because boiling kills the germs, and then if there is no germs, safe to drink. Okay, so that it was created one rule based upon this explanation. Okay, if any liquid is boiled, it becomes safe to drink. Now prediction, now we are going for the application. Now I am giving input as, I am going to drink the boiled milk, I am going to drink the boiled milk. So now the inference what we will get is, yes, it is safe to drink because it was generated the rule, one rule. Okay, like a way this explanation based learning will work. Okay, so it should check the data with the prior knowledge facts. Then only it will create the rule. Okay, but in the inductive learning, it won't check the facts. So whatever the data we are having, simply it will learn some pattern and then it will create the rule. Okay, but in the explanation based learning, why this data, okay, how this data is supporting by the facts. Okay, then only it will give some reason, because of these reasons only the boiling water is safe, like a way it will create some reasons, and then based upon this reason it will generalize the rule. Okay, for all the liquids, and then based upon this rule we will do the predictions. Okay, this is the explanation based